Good morning, Crossroads students, or whenever you're watching this. It could be afternoon or it could be midnight. And if it is midnight and it's a school night, you should probably go to bed and stop scrolling through YouTube. New Year's is coming up, and New Year's is always a fun time because I love to see people make New Year's resolutions, and I love to see how long they actually keep them. I've determined that I'm just not going to make a New Year's resolution because I will not keep it, you know? And I don't think we should wait till January 1st to make a resolution about trying to do better at something. We should just do it. If it's January 12th, if it's January 11th, whatever it is, just do it. Do it then. And but New Year's is coming up, and a lot of people make resolutions. And even though I said I hate to make resolutions, I have a challenge for you. As we approach the new year, I want to challenge each and every one of you to think about making a New Year's resolution. Now, that resolution is to love. Now, I know you probably think that you love people, and sometimes I think I love people, but I think that we can all do better when it comes to loving people. So I'm going to read you this verse in Romans chapter 12, verse 9, and it talks about how we should love. Paul writes this. He says, "Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good." When I was younger, a lot younger, I was probably either in high school or middle school, I had a friend named Kenny. And Kenny and I are still friends to this day. He's a great guy. I love Kenny. And I was sitting with my friend Taylor, and she said to me, she said, "Andrew," and by the way, before I continue, Taylor was also friends with Kenny. Taylor hung out with Kenny too. But Taylor said to me, she's like, "Andrew, why do you hang out with Kenny? You can hang out with so many more cooler people than Kenny." Some of you have heard this story before. And I was just blown away by the level of fakeness that was there. She pretended to be friends with Kenny, and then when he wasn't around, she really didn't say very many nice things about Kenny. And I just thought that was crazy because Kenny's awesome. He's a great guy. But you know what's interesting is we live in a culture today where a lot of people can be fake. And maybe some people are fake on purpose. Maybe it's just something you don't really think about. But we live in a culture where love can be fake. It can be a charade. It can be something that we just put on. But this verse in Romans, it says this. It says, "Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them." Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. That's the kind of love that we need to strive for. You know, I hear every once in a while someone say that someone sent them screenshots of texts and people were talking bad about them, and they were nice to their face, but they'd text bad about them behind their back. And let me stop and say, if you have something bad to say about someone, first of all, keep it to yourself. But if you do say it, don't put it in a text that can be screenshot. That's a bad idea. But that happens sometimes. And sometimes it's innocent, and sometimes it's hurtful. But my challenge to you is this. Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Be genuine in your love. We're approaching the Christmas season. This is a time that's all about love and all about what Jesus did for us and how he gave us hope. And my challenge to you is this. Read through the Gospels and read through Jesus' life and look at how he loved people. Jesus loved people without a thought. Jesus would live for those interruptions. If someone got in his way, he wouldn't push them out of the way, but rather he would ask them what they needed, and he would help, and he would heal, and he would teach. And that's the same kind of heart that we need to have for other people. And so my challenge to you is this New Year's love. That's my challenge, is that you'd have a resolution to love people better in 2021. And not only that, but find a friend to help you do it so you can hold each other accountable. And if you find yourself in a moment of maybe it's just a habit of gossip or saying something that's hurtful, you can tell yourself or you can tell your friend, "Hey, let's slow down. Let's not just pretend to love others. Let's really love them. So that's my challenge to you. I hope that helps. I hope you guys are gearing up for a great Christmas season. Hope your Christmas lists are long and your tree is full. And I hope to see you soon. God bless.